And welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today got a few things to do today. We want to finish getting this power online, then we want to make a copper base, then we need to optimize a few things, set up a better defensive network, and then start looking to space. We're not, of course, going to get all that done today. Probably didn't need to state that. That was probably pretty obvious. And also, I probably need to change the way this is done because this is an absolute shambles right now. So let's not do that. I don't know why I ever thought that was a good idea, but I was wrong, and I can admit that. I must admit that because it is pretty bad. But let's just get this going up here. And then we can start sorting out power. Sort of one thing at a time today, isn't it? Okay, and there we go. So that'll fix up a few things. We also got some of that, so that's cool. Didn't really want that on the belt, but you know what? Sometimes in life you get what you don't want. And you just have to live with that. Okay, so let's just chuck those things in there. Okay, so what do we need? We need a bunch of heat exchangers. Now, I believe they're all going to need copper. Yep, I'm going to need a bit of copper, and unfortunately, the copper is what we're kind of having a shortage of at the moment. Not much I can really do about that, aside from maybe putting productivity modules on things. So we want, what, 8 of these? We do not have 8 of these available. We just don't have that level of copper. That base is kind of falling apart, but to be honest, I'm kind of expecting most of them to start falling apart very soon. So we're just going to keep stealing stuff until we have what we need. That's not what we need, but we got one anyway. Heck yeah. So, mine gear wheels and some more copper. I was going to say you can never have too much copper, and I suppose that is actually true. They need so much copper. And then I'll need more iron, but by then I hope to have everything a little bit better sorted. Because after we get power sorted and protection sorted, then we can start sorting out other ways to protect ourselves. We're not there yet, of course, but we will get there soon. And then once we're all secure here, then we can probably at that point we start looking to space, which will be a glorious day for the Empire. What Empire, you ask? I'm not really sure. I just said for the Empire, and then I sort of went, well, I don't actually know what I'm talking about. And you get that sometimes. I certainly get that sometimes. But this should give us a little bit more power. Should be pretty good. What are we lacking? We are still lacking 4 heat exchangers. And just a bunch of other stuff. Okay, well. 4 heat exchangers. 7 heat exchangers. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Just check down here. Just make sure they're all secure for the moment. So I was thinking about getting a rail network built and starting to actually defend some of these a little bit harder to fix or defend places. That's the plan. I think this fell apart. It did, but that's fixable. So starting to build like little walls in places where there are choke points and starting to get fuel and all that sort of thing to them. We're not there yet, of course, but that is the plan for the future. Don't know exactly when that future will be happening, but that future will be happening at some point. We are constantly under attack, and that's the problem. Like, we want to just be able to put a wall across some places, like a wall across there, although we are going to build an outpost past that very soon. But that's okay. What am I doing? There we go. Really, I just need 7 more of these before I go to the next step of this evil and insidious plan. Why is my plan evil and insidious? I do not know. Might be actually just better to collect the copper from here. Just directly from the source. It does slow down everything else, but that's okay. I'm not fussed. If I had more core miners, I'd probably be a bit happier about this, but that is another thing we'll work on after we get the base a bit better secured. Core miners, pulverizers, and just getting everything just all put together nicely. That's where we're going today. Well, not today. We're not going to get that far today. Probably in the next couple of sessions. But if I can get at least the first blockade done and the train network for it, then I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. So we're just still collecting the stuff that we need for the power plant, and then we should be off to the races, as they say. Which I understand the Melbourne Cup was the other day. I didn't watch it, but hey, look, it's topical information. That's how topical information is. Is it relevant to me? No, not really. So why am I bringing it up? I don't know. Because it's topical. Okay. We may also want to do efficiency modules. I think that might help with how I'm going to build things in the future. What are we lacking? I think we're just lacking a couple of... just one. No, we're not. Lacking 4? 5. 3. Geez, what is this? Some sort of secret code? Okay, we're lacking 3 more of these. If we can get some iron gears, that'll sort it all out pretty much. And some copper. And some small motors. Which again, remember, we'll never need them again, so we don't need to worry about those. We have been shot at. No damage inflicted on anything I care about, so fine. You know what? Steel is not bad. I can use steel. Copper, we'll be able to steal copper from somewhere. Okay. That should be everything we need to get this new power plant started. And this should generate enough power for quite a bit. Okay, so power production should get to the point that steam turbines are already pushing up because the temperature was already high. This is already heated up from the other one, which is kind of neat. We are at 201 megawatts. Why is that not... Oh. You do actually need to connect to the heat. Okay. And no input. Why not? Does not feel like it. No steam coming in here due to low temperatures. Temperatures are rising, so yeah, okay, steam's being made now. Alright, and... yeah, okay, so it still did need to push in a bit of steam. Like a little bit of heat, but that's alright. We are now... should now be the situation where we shouldn't matter what's going on. So! Next, we need to make these big electric poles. Now my plan for these, actually I want to build them near the medium electric poles, and this is for a couple of reasons. One is it's just a convenient place to build things, and two, oh, they do not leave that part alone, do they? We might need to go and reinforce that soon. So copper. Seriously, leave it alone. So, anyway, as I was saying, copper cables, iron sticks, concretes, and steel plates. So if we build, say, here, no, here, that will give me my iron sticks. Wait, I could just steal iron, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's that. Steel comes in from here. Copper wiring, we will need to make here, I suppose. No good way to make copper wiring right here. I could move that one down, but then it wouldn't connect to anything else. So we will split this. Really don't care that it's going to pick up some other stuff. Not really a concern. Copper wiring. Power it. Then we need to just get some concrete, which concrete is also needed for various reasons. So let's grab concrete. I don't know if concrete's actually on the belt anywhere, and it doesn't seem like it is. I would like infinite stone concrete walls, though. Infinite could be a little bit of an exaggeration, of course, but what I want. Okay. Now, because we've really not left ourselves a lot of space because of poor planning, we will just have to deal with it. We can build down here, but after that we are all out of space. So, to get any more space after this, we would have to start cutting into our solar panels, which is slightly troubling, but not the worst situation I've ever done. And also, actually I'll do that in a moment. Okay, and it's good to get the concrete elsewhere in the base. I think around here might be a depot very soon. And it'll be a depot for train defenses. Okay, that is really messy, but it'll do the job. And that will give us boxes of these things. Big electric poles. Hell yeah. Hey Abaluta, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, from here I would like to replace these speed modules because, let's be honest, speed is not the problem right now, it's productivity. So we're just going to just chuck those in there. And hopefully that does something that is helpful. At the very least, it'll get more green circuits through, and we need more construction drones. So that is a known factor. A lot of known factors, to be honest. Okay. Wow, okay, you know what? That's problematic. They got straight through there. I'm not super fond of what just happened there. We may need to redo our plans to get this defended faster. Because my god, they did a lot of damage. They only got through one section of wall though, so maybe this is a situation where really we need two things. More walls and more hope. Building a wall of hope there. And more lasers as well, probably. Okay, that was rough. That shouldn't have happened. Thankfully, with all this extra power, whatever I'm chucking into this shouldn't be doing too badly. At some point, we do want flamethrowers here, and that will be addressed when we get there, but we're not there yet. Do we not have sulfuric acid? Why do we not have sulfuric acid? We should have tons of sulfuric acid. Did we cut a pipe somewhere? Oh, we must have. Neat. Okay, well, guys, get back to work. Stop being lazy. We need all the uranium you can get. Okay, so we are at 245 megawatts. With everything running, including the core mining drill, we are just fine. And that's what we had hoped in life. Well, that's good. Now, we've got our big electric poles coming. I might have cut the acid where my old wall was. Yeah, I'll check that again in a moment. I think acid's fine now. No, you may be right. I may have just broken it again. Do. Oh, I see. Yes, you're quite right. I did. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we get less lazy sulfuric acid now. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of green lights. Again, uranium. Yep, you're absolutely right. Thank you, Taura. I actually thought that was under control. So thanks to you, well, the base isn't going to get into a very concerning lack of power in the near future. Okay, so other things we need to just quickly do before we start working on this new base. Yeah, see this? This is problematic. I think the guns are enough, I just think the walls are not. So let's just strengthen those walls a bit. Now they really seem to be focused on this part of the wall. Now, and also at some point we will be cutting all this away and doing a boundary that also includes the vulcanite blocks, but we're not there yet. Okay, before we race off, let's grab my drones, because I always forget leave them behind, and that's always embarrassing. So let's cut the embarrassment a little light this time. Okay, what else do we have? Do we have enough miners? Probably not. We've got 20. 20 miners is not near enough. The plan is we're basically going to be doing another base, like... we do make barrels. We're going to need a lot of barrels later. That's irrelevant right now, but... I have completely forgotten where I do my... There they are. Those aren't miners. I've goofed. There they are. Okay, there's my miners. So we need a lot of miners. We don't need many of these anymore. We shouldn't even be carrying those around. So just chuck those in there. We got walls. Could we have a few more walls? I see no harm in having a few more walls. You know, as they always say, build more walls, not more neighbors. I think it was, I meant to say when you want to build a wall, instead build a larger table. But it got away from me. I really wish I had a radar further down there, but I don't, and I don't actually care enough. Speaking of radars, we are going to need a radar. So let's go and get one of those. I'll be able to find one of those on Satellite Island, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we'll just grab 2 radars, that's fine. Tracks, we'll be able to find those as well. They are built here. And maybe even a train station could be exciting. Or the train stops, as they're actually officially called. Because it's a train stop, a rail, and a locomotive. None of them mesh at all, and it bothers me. Alright. This is when I need to rename the actual game files. This is going to be the actual mod. Mod because SeiferKatt can't remember the names of things. Okay. Okay, we're not too worried about that right now, so we are going to Now, I did do some preparation in the background. I thought I would prepare some... Oh, hello. What are you guys doing here? I thought I would prepare some blueprints for some rails, and I hope no one minds that I've made these rails outside of the game, because I thought it would just be easier for everyone involved. And by everyone involved, I mean mostly me. Otherwise, you'd see me like agonizing about rails for ages, and some people might enjoy that. But I thought, no, we're not doing that. So we've made a couple of things. We've made this, and we've also made a intersection. It's not perfect, but it'll do the job, and that's honestly what matters to me. And I mean, I think it's slightly better than the circles we used to do, but I don't think it's much better than the circles we used to do. Maybe I actually, if it's not much better than the circles I used to do, why am I doing this? Yep, good question. So the plan is we're just going to start building this, because the problem is this one here. Let's see if we can fix it actually. Maybe that's what you do. You fix it live. And while I've got like a bunch of stone and stuff, you know, I can just throw that in there. It's fine. Hey guys, can you just, yep. Now I feel like I would really want a little bit more. So it's not a bad line. I think it's just a little bit too compact. And then the other side of it is just a straight line, really basic. I like it. We are, of course, going to need signaling as well, which I have not brought with me, but that's okay. And that tree is stuck in the way, and I can't actually click it. I'll get rid of something else. Hey, I did it, though. Never mind. Turns out I'm amazing. Okay. So the problem is this is all sort of one signal. And I don't know if that's a great idea. It does work, but it all being one signal means there's never a train on here. Okay. Sorry, let me just get rid of that. Ban you. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, if there's ever a train on here, it means no other trains can go. But at the same time, I think it's nicer looking than the circles. Nicer looking than the circles doesn't mean much though, does it? So what if I just get rid of this for now, just the middle part? Because that's the part that's wrong. Okay. And then that's going across that way. So previously it was going like that. If we give it a bit more room, does that work any better? And for that, I don't actually know. I don't actually think it's connected very well there. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So, hang on. No. I was thinking if I copy this, let's try this actually. We might just abandon this. This is actually why I did all the blueprinting in advance, so you wouldn't have to watch this. And it turns out I'm doing it anyway. So, you know, congratulations. This is what I tried to avoid. And we may avoid it. We may just abandon this and just go back to building. Because right now we really do need resources, and stuffing around with this is not actually helping us at all. Okay. If we do this, but then we flip it, nope, we rotate it. Like that. That actually work? Look, let's just keep going. So that was what it was. You rotate it, goes like that. You rotate it again, and it goes like that. And then you rotate it again and it goes like that. Does that even make sense? No, that's terrible. No, we're abandoning this. You know what? We all had fun here. None of that. We're just going to use the one that we had. It's just going to work as well as a circle. If we need to change it later, we can. I don't know why I'm destroying that. It's completely irrelevant. Okay. Let's just abandon this plan. It was a bad plan, and we should feel bad thinking about it. That's alright. We learned something today. And what did we learn? That we suck. Not a useful lesson, but it's a lesson nonetheless. Can we increase drone speed? Worker robot speed. No? We can't increase until we get into space. Okay, great. That's good news. Quite frankly, yeah, as much as I would love to make this faster, there is something to be said about just getting it done. And it's slightly off. Wonderful. And we're just going to build it straight over a small iron ore patch. Of course we will. Why wouldn't we? It's fine. Now, also, it seems this plan is kind of broken because it wasn't designed quite right. What we want to do is that, and then that. And we want to go from, yeah, like that. Now this one should connect better to these things because it'll be on the proper grid. Okay, so let's just double check that. Not quite like that. Actually, no. You know what? I know it's fine. Because I literally just made it off that. So we want to delete this one because that one's bad. I deleted my entire book, including my Rails network. Whoa, okay, that's fine. We can do this, guys. We gotta fight for it, but we can do this. Okay, that go in there. That go in there. Great. My goodness. Some top tier play today. Don't you worry about it. Okay. And then connecting to one of those. Doing it like this. That should let us turn. Okay, this is probably working now, but I'm not entirely sure. So if we bring up this blueprint, I go relative. Does that mean this does the thing that I really want to just be able to drag real quick? Okay, so yes. Rock is in the way. Rock, get out of the way. Okay, so this does what I want it to do. Awesome. Okay. I'm not sure about the two power poles sitting right next to each other. That might have been a mistake. Whatever. I know what I've done wrong. Basically, I need to change this blueprint to just get rid of that bit. Yeah, and then that should work. Except it should also do like that. Cool. We're getting there, guys. We're learning. I mean, I'm only 2,000 hours into the game. I'm not 2,000 hours in, but you know. I've only got hours and hours of experience in this game that I'm still learning the basics, but that's alright. Okay. From here... So from this we should actually have some sort of network that actually works. Why they call it a network, obviously. Shouldn't have to tell you that, it's pretty obvious. I keep pressing B to open up the book, but I don't need to. Okay, and then we need to find power pole, which is right there. Shift it along, keep it going. One of those is wrong. Okay, and at this point we've actually got what we need. And we can connect it. So all we've got to do is get all the train tracks that direction. It's fine. What you build train tracks for. Okay, and we need all these trees gone because trees are gross. Just anything that's here needs to just be removed. Just none of that, please. The walls were being attacked. That's fine. That's pretty normal, honestly. And we will build some of this rail on the way home. Doesn't help that we lost some of my construction drones. That's pretty normal, though, honestly. And what we might do is put a box and just put the wooden stuff that we don't really need. That's getting fairly hammered, which is bad. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I probably don't need to say that that's bad. Everyone can see that that's not good news. Okay, guys, like, there's so many of you. Just, come on. We've got shit to do, guys. We can't just lollygag around. Okay, now we need to build up walls. Now, somehow I'm going to have to get the train to turn around, but that's okay. We haven't figured out how to make a train turn yet. We'll get there. That's a mission for another day, I think. It'll be a mission for today, but not right now. Right now, the goal is just build some walls. Operation Build Wall. I don't know why I had to do it all, like, as ghosts. Guys, can you just stop chasing me and actually do some work? Thank you. Oh, yeah. Got some lazy drones over here. Okay, and just chuck all the stone and wood and coal in there. It's all about deforestation right now, and that's important to me. You know, this is a country that a Forest and Bird Agency voted for Bird of the Year. The winner was a bat. I'm not even making that up. We have an annual Bird of the Year contest. I don't know why, but we do. And this year the winner was a bat. So we got very confused about what a bat and a bird is this year, but it was user voted, so I guess people really wanted the bat to be Bird of the Year. I don't know, man. I don't come up with these things. I wish I did, because you couldn't make up something that funny. Okay. We'll put another wooden box down. Okay. And once we get the walls around here, we're more or less good to go for now. We will, of course, need to power it, but that'll be part of this next part. of building the tracks. The walls also probably don't need to defend the bottom part, but I would feel more secure if they were defended. So, let's build these tracks. And on the way back, we will probably need to... You know, let's grab this drone, because I don't think you'll come back alive otherwise. Like, some biter will get him. I don't really want that to happen today. But, you know, the construction is going okay, all things considered. I would like the power poles to be constructed a little bit faster, but that's okay. We may not even have enough power poles, so... We definitely don't have enough signals. We'll get there, though. We may not have enough anything, actually. But that's okay. One step at a time. And then we're going to need to do a few more of these rail bases, but the good news is the first rail base is going to be the hardest, and then after that everything is just going to be getting rails to where we need it to, and then defending it. The first rail base will probably be, the first defense base will probably be along here. We'll need to expand outwards a little bit. We'll need to hunt down a few bug nests, but we will progress. There'll be progression is what I'm saying. Go grab these workers, because if I get all the workers going, then, you know, it'll be a little bit better. We have run out of rails though, so that's disappointing. We've also run out of battery charge for this thing, so at this point I think we might as well just go back. Because my battery charges are only my power is only based on solar power, which is not great in the middle of the night. And this needs to actually be built on the iron ore base is where it's being to fail. Okay. Okay, productivity increased. Nice. Happy about that. What else? Spiked steel walls could be interesting. I don't know if we want to do that just yet. Corvex, probably good. And my battery should be beginning to charge now. Beginning to, but it's pushing it. And we'll just repair these walls, because otherwise they'll take extra space in my inventory. I see no reason to just have extra broken walls in my inventory, taking up space. Okay, and we're under attack. Yeah, that little outpost might need help soon. But the good news is we are actually getting a lot of building done. Oh, while we fly past everything, let's just get more processed fuel, because I was about to run out. That could have been awkward. Okay. Don't think the bots are quite willing to come out yet. But when they feel like it, they can do their thing. Right now we just have to repair things like a savage. That's okay. There they go. Good work, robots. Glad to see you again. And we've got some holes in the wall there. Yeah, we do. Mostly due to... I think we ran out of repair packs up here, so let's... Gosh, I really need to get these defenses up. The sooner I get this base done, though, the sooner I can start thinking about that. because we're going to have a train that'll fix all of this. So, what do we need before we can get a train that saves the world? Well, we're going to need rails. Now, I know I saw rails around here somewhere. 1,000 rails, that's probably a lot, but it's probably also not enough. And definitely not enough of those. Oh, because copper's being a problem. Funny how that works, isn't it? Copper's a problem. Okay, well, that's why we're building copper, but copper's a problem. Cause and effect, honestly. And we're going to need some signaling as well, which would be great if we didn't have, you know, copper problems. Mostly rail signals. We'll just grab a lot of those. Thankfully, actually, those take iron, not copper, so that is convenient. Gonna need some rails, chain signals though. Okay, I think we're good to continue our building of the rail network. In fact, what we probably should have done before moving is drop off a bunch of junk. Oh, that's probably fine. We'll probably use up inventory space faster than we get rid of the junk. Other way around, actually. Acquire junk. There we go. So power poles are being installed. Love that. Once I see the big blue line go all the way from top to the bottom, I know we're probably done. Of course, right now I don't see that, so I don't think we're done yet. And we don't need to destroy things that aren't in the way. I know it's a revolutionary phrase, but it's not in the way, we can just let it be. I mean, look, keeping a couple of trees alive is probably not the worst thing. I mean, I know what I just said was heretical, and I'm sorry that you had to hear it. But, I mean, at the very least, they take some pollution. We've lost a bunch of bots again. Honestly, wouldn't have it any other way. And right now, these things are not quite built right because for some reason I hadn't built it right to begin with. I like how for some reason, like I usually build things right to begin with. It's very strange that I didn't this time. Like, it's exceedingly strange that I didn't build it right the first time. I've never done that before. We're gonna need a... Ah, hell, we're gonna need to probably build a lot more of these before we actually start having problems. He says, realizing he's no way in here gonna be... I really want to get a wooden box. But I don't think that's happening. At least not in time. We're getting too much wood. But the good news is we are actually almost done, more or less. We just don't know what to do with this. Let's just put that down there for now. Hopefully that gave me a wooden box. Yes. Inside the wooden box we can put wood, stone, and coal. I need to pick that up again. Actually, got a bunch of other stuff we can probably chuck in that box as well. Cool. Let's keep building. I mean, it's the frontier, you know, the frontier's a bit like this. Later on I would love to put a wall here, but of course that would leave this little base in a bit of trouble. But I don't know if there's much I can do about that. Now also I think it's time to go and retrieve these bots who got lost. Because they got thoroughly lost. Honestly, kind of normal for my bots. They're just too slow when they get left behind. I miss the fusion-powered bots. They were amazing. But they're gone, because that was a different mod. I do miss them, though. The fusion-powered bots was so good. Sounds like they're blowing up cliffs up ahead, which is pretty rad. Once I'm through this forest, I think that's the worst of it done. And then we can just travel through this really fast. Power is running out on my personal roboports. I can't say I'm too surprised by this. We still have plenty of power lines. We still have plenty of everything else. We just need to... Wow, that's almost connected. Almost. Not there yet, but it's getting there. That's what matters. And once... when this all connects up, it'll be good. We're running over a bit of stone, but that's okay. We really need that stone later. We can figure that out. Okay. A little bit more to go, and then we're done. I mean, we're not done, of course. Like, we'll only be done once the base is actually producing copper that is being delivered to the smelters. But we're almost done, and that's kind of an achievement. We're going to need to pick up a couple of warehouses. That's easily fixed, though. And now I think we're going to just cut this off like that. And then we'll figure out how to fix it later. We are under attack again. They do love attacking that spot. Thankfully, they mostly do a good job at defending it, but that's, again, why we need to have better defenses. Like, yeah, but we're going to get that done very soon. After this copper base is built and we have a way of delivering the copper, then I think we're good. We need to probably pick up these drones before they get lost. Because they will get lost. They always get lost. Oops. Almost missed out that little guy. Come here. Come here, little guy. Ah, he's so cute. I mean, it's not that cute, but I don't want to tell him that. He'll get upset. Drones have they're very, I don't want to say unstable. That's probably the wrong word. Insecure. Like they really care about how their peers feel about them. So when you go around calling them lazy, they don't appreciate that. Which, you know, this is why I never do it. I always compliment the bots. I've never once called a bot lazy. You don't need to go through my history of any C-block run for that, because if I've never done it, I find nothing. I've said it millions of times, that's what I'm saying. Under attack over there, that's fine. The drones are doing their best to defend it, or protect it and rebuild it. And that will be all fine once we get all that up to date again. Okay, we have a power line almost spanning the entire thing. We have most of a track. We're missing a couple of spots, I see, but that's alright. As long as you got most of a track, I think you're fine. Power lines continue to be built up. I'm not too worried about building over this iron because I know we're going to have a facility that deals with that. Like, I know iron's going to be fine for a little while. If we really need the iron, we can get it, but it's only 300,000 iron, and that little patch is 1 million on its own. That's not as good as it sounds, actually. You'd be like, oh, 1 million iron, that's fantastic. It's like, yeah, but it's a very small patch. That's kind of annoying. Nothing you can do about that, though. I've literally got a blueprint for this. Why am I not using it? Okay, and this will be where I drop the copper off. So, what do I need now? Well, I need some warehouses. Actually, these need to be repaired? Probably. That iron base is often under attack. It's pretty rough. Wow, lots of meteors just came down. All of them in the water though, so nothing to worry about. I mean, 6 meteors is pretty unlikely. But it does happen, of course. I don't need to say it happens like it did just happen. Okay, so once we repair this, I think my drones are about to go to sleep for the night. Yeah, they're done. They're absolutely exhausted. Oh, no, never mind. You are going to keep working, are you? Thought we were done for the night. Okay, now we're done for the night. How much work would it be to build a fusion generator on my back? Not as much work as you'd think. I think the real problem we're going to run into would be seeing material for construction. Oh. Right, okay, sure. Okay, it's fine. The real problem is going to be finishing that sentence when you can't remember what you were going to say. That is a tough one. Not much you can do about that one. Okay, so locomotive. We still want one of those. We also do want to grab some big warehouses. We want 2 of these. So we're going to need a bunch of steel plate and a little bit of concrete. Thankfully, the concrete's easily found. Steel plate is also not difficult to find right now. And once we've got that, we should be good to get the base up properly. Once I figure out how to make the train turn around there. That's going to be a trick. 200 steel plate. Gosh, need a lot of steel plate for this. Actually, this is just for one side of it, I just realized, because it's going to be a 2-carriage train. We are also going to need some cargo wagons, not cars. That's a different thing. And they're not called cargo wagons. They're called cargo wagons. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That sentence made sense. 2 cargo wagons. Rad. So with this, should have everything we need to set this station up to get us a lot of copper. I would like to build more of the warehouses, but quite frankly, we don't need to yet. So let's just fly. I love when you fly, you're actually slowly running in the air. And if you listen really carefully, when the foot hits the ground, it still goes pfft, pfft, pfft. Like you're still running. And it's so funny. There are a bunch of worms over there, and I'm just going to ask that they remain there and do not come for us. But since we know that's not going to happen, we'll prepare some turrets. We are even going to have to build over the copper mine for now, but that's just how it's going to be. Now, I don't think we need to worry too much about the other directions right now, so we're not going to. But we do need to, you know, protect this area. We must protect this area's smile. And we're going to do that. Okay, so that should... Why do we not have power? Oh, because it's not actually connected into here, is it? Well, that's embarrassing. Shoot. Okay, in my embarrassment I've deleted something, that's fine. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is probably drop off some of these. Because we've got a bunch of stone and wood again that I don't really want. We need some miners, which we had like 100 of those. And when we find them, we're going to click on them. There they are. Now usually I like to build lengthways, but I guess this time I can't. You know what, we're going to do is slightly different. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to do it with a gap in the middle. Oh, that bothers me. It's just like one off, and it's like, no. Like, I'm not usually one for efficiency or tidiness, but that bothers me just a little bit more than I'm willing to accept. Okay, and then we do a gap in the middle, so we can have power run through it. My bots should be doing this, but I don't know where they are right now, and quite honestly, I can't be bothered looking for them. I mean, they're coming. I can guarantee that much. They are on their way. As to where exactly they are, I don't know. Lost. Again. They'll show up. I have some faith in that. Even though they're lazy. So what I am thinking at this point is this is where it's going to come in from, right? I want to go like that. What we actually could do is have like a double-ended train. Have it go both ways. I don't like that though. The idea is only one train should ever come down this far though, so it'd be okay. Oh. Apparently I do have some bots with me. Sorry that I called you lazy, guys. They are not gonna forgive that. So that alone should be like a full belt. It's actually not. Close though. There is a tree in the way. My suggestion when there's trees in the way is to ask them politely but sternly to leave. Okay, so we want this to go... We want to be able to fit 2 carriages here. That'll fit 2 carriages there. Awesome. Then we want 2 warehouses. One here and one... Sure, why not there? Yes, there looks good. We will put the train there because I like the train existing. How are we doing down here? They're doing all right. Nothing worried. Not worried about them. My drones, slowly traveling through the countryside. They will show up one day. I'll never admit that I lost them. I'm pretty sure I've got drones in my inventory. I don't know why they're not existing, but whatever. Probably laziness if I take a guess. And so that is... Oh, hey. What's up? Decided to show up after all, did you? Get bored? Alright, so... And we're going to do one more, but this one's probably going to be a rather small line, but, you know, do what you got to do, right? Actually, I might even do this on this one, just so that way... Still going to be coming into one line. I'm not super happy about that. Oh, another drone. Welcome, friend. I don't remember how to do balances. Let's just real quick look that up. Belt balance Factorio. 4 to 4. 4-lane belt balancer. There we go. What we're after. Click on that. There we go. Right. So you get the 4 lanes coming in. Then you go like that. And this one go. Oh, then these go underground for like 2 tiles. This might need to be built a little bit further away. Like here. That goes underground like that. Then these come up. And in. Oh yeah, no, that's too close. They go in like that, then that goes like that. Then it goes back out again. And then we get attacked by biters somewhere else. Oh wow, they got through again. That's not great. We might need more guns there. At the very least, I'm pretty sure my my power's not running out, so I'll give it that. That's still kinda not enough room. But that's what we've got. Okay, can we... Does this work? We go like this. I like how I'm like, balance, and then I'm like, screw balance. It's my way of living. It's who I am as a person, screw balance. Balance in all things, except balance, screw balance. Ah, goodness gracious. If I can have that like one further out, that'd be wonderful. And I could. So we're gonna just pick that up, pick all this up for a second. It's fine, don't worry about it. We might need to change how the gate works a little bit, but that's alright. We'll just build more gates, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. I think that will... Wow, 2 shots fired, both of them missed. Well done. 80% chance, guys. You really did it. Anyway, that's enough heckling my own defenses. Maybe I shouldn't heckle my defenses, or one day they'll choose to miss. I don't know if they can choose to miss, but I don't want to tempt them. I'm sure you understand. Okay, so if we go do. Yes! This is terrible planning, but whatever. It does the job. Okay. Let me put the train back down. Okay. Oh. Oh. I thought I got a message. It was just the spam bot a second time. Damn spam bots. They trick me. I'm so easily tricked too. And they know it. Okay. So this is going to be called Copper or Pick. I mean, it's a really original name, I know, but I think we'll be able to figure out what it does by the name. And then we need to, I think we can just cut that out. Okay, then we need some gates. Oh, I might actually have enough. Yeah, we had to move the gate further along. That's okay. We will need to, of course, put our signals here. And then we need to put another gate in. Not really a problem, it's just what you got to do in life. Then we go out, and we're going to just generally be a nuisance of ourselves by connecting back into there. I think that works. So now, once that gets started, we should be getting some good ore. Except for the part where it's not actually hooked up to the power. That's probably not going to be great. But now we've got things connected to power. I mean, aside from the fact we don't actually have things connected to power, but give it a second, guys. Calm down. We'll get there. That grid all looks linked. Oh, look, these guys finally arrived just as I was about to leave. Suspicious, guys. Turn up just as we're about done. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, guys, we really wanted to be here. We just couldn't get here in time. Gosh, the traffic was so bad. Yeah, I'm sure it was, buddy. Lazy. Oh, that one just built a wall that I didn't even know wasn't up, so I suppose maybe I should stop complaining about them. Okay, so good news. That copper base should be good to go. Don't want to have these go absolute full capacity. I think that's a bad idea. We want to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we've got a base that's under attack. Yeah, that's a bad place right now, isn't it? Should check that out and fix that. Can we do some rail signals as well? Because otherwise, I fear we have a problem. Okay. So now the option is we go back down here. We fix that hole in the wall. We've got 50 drones with us, which to me implies they're all here. We'll see. And we didn't put a radar station up there. That's a shame. We will have to go and do that in a moment. Let's go put some more lasers up here because clearly this ain't enough. Maybe some more walls too. We are out of walls currently. That's what I call a damn shame because I love walls. Okay. We've doubled the lasers, we've doubled the walls, doubled the fun, doubled the goals. Oh god, we've got doubled the goals. Rome will never win now. There's too many goals. Probably want to put productivity modules in here as well at some point. Whatever, we'll do it later. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to connect that to power. We know that. You know what I want to do? I probably want to stop Corovax for a second. Start doing refined flammables, because flamethrowers are going to be built very soon. We came up here for a reason. It was a good one. We want to connect it to power. Yes, we did. Now the good news is most of this is done. We just need to hook this up to power, then we need to get some warehouses, and then we just need to set up scheduling, and then we're done. This will be easier in future when we don't have to defend quite so much, but we've actually done a lot with that build. So it doesn't look like it, but it's actually pretty good. Need some of these. Still got enough rail? We're still got enough rail. We need another train stop, and then we're going to need 2 warehouses, which is a lot of steel. Thankfully we can steal that. Good joke. It's not a great joke. It's a good joke, though. Not 200 steel available, though, it seems. Yikes. Oh, and 200 concrete. 200 concrete should be easy enough. So we've got enough for 1 warehouse. We are still lacking 150 steel. It's gracious. So much steel is required. But thankfully, I imagine this core miner is actually... Yeah, this core miner is actually filled up its box. Which is gonna be a bit of a problem. Well, no, it's not gonna be a bit of a problem. It's gonna be a problem when I try to move it. But what I might do is actually just jump off the core miner and move it, and then think about how to get everything done after that fact. So now it's about we don't actually have a roundup. Forgive me, Frey, I'm about to sin. Circle is back, baby. Because we need a roundabout. And so quickly we have fallen into old habits. Can't say I'm surprised. Okay, so now what we need to do is actually probably not that. Ah! Hello, friends! Jeez. They were a lot friendlier than I was expecting today. Yikes. Okay, and then we make a circle. Like I've always said, you can't go wrong with a circle. Are we actually still missing drones? We're still missing 1. Shouldn't really be enough to cause a problem like we're experiencing, but yeah, clearly it is. Don't know where my drones have gone off to, but that's alright. I don't need them right now. What I should do before anything else is actually connect things to power. So if I just connect this line up to power up here... I was about to say we should get things running, but I literally have no idea because I've got no radar up there. Nice. Really thought about that. I mean, I did think about it, I just didn't do anything to actually make it happen. Okay, so now it's time for a new train stop. I don't like the fact that it doesn't know which way the train's supposed to come from. Maybe that's just because that's not done. Gosh, I hope so. Okay, it does know where the train's supposed to come from. Thank goodness. That was a scary moment. Okay. Then we have our two warehouses. One here. One here. We have our 12 stack inserters, of which we are lacking exactly one. Alright, we'll put a ghost there and the ghost will deal with it later. And then we bring this down into here. And we'll go input priority that side. And then we'll bring this one down here. Same deal, input priority that side. We power it up. Now, one of two things can happen here. When I turn this station on, nothing will happen actually, never mind. I was going to say, the train might start coming down here, but it won't because I never actually set the train up with the orders. So, train. Got copper pick. Go into full cargo. Then, you can't come here apparently? Why not? There's a gap in the network. Wonderful. Okay, well that's fine. We needed to go up there anyway because we needed to build a radar. Okay, so let's go up there, build a radar, and then let's get on with the next part of this. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road. Okay. I'm no longer a lineman for the county. Actually, I suppose I still am. Still trying to fix the same thing. Yep, that's your problem right there. Can't see it, but it's definitely there somewhere. Or did it get fixed? It may have already gotten fixed. Okay, cool. So, all going well. I should see this train being filled up with copper. Ah, not only do I see it being filled up with copper, it is filled up with copper. We're going to put a radar up here. And let's set this bad boy to go. Go train! Go train? We're manually driving this train. Just going to go straight until it doesn't go. Bingo. There's a hole there. Okay, got to be careful with those turns then, don't we? Yeah, well, we know that now. Are we good now, train? Can we go? Go train! Hell yeah. So we're bringing in 4,000 units of copper ore. This train might be a little slow, actually. Like, this might be a requirement for 2 trains. If that's the case, though, we can always do that. Hey, the train sound's back! Hell yeah! Thank you, thank you. Right, I see the mistake I've made here, and it's bad. I will fix that in just a moment. I forgot that I can't change what line things are on. No, absolutely. The train sound is also absolutely acceptable when I get inevitably hit by the train. And I'll make a face like this. So, you know, prepare for that, because let's be honest, when the more trains you add, the more chance of being hit by a train you have. Don't you worry about it. The train sound is there for that very reason. Okay, so love that, but could do better because that goes down like that, which means it's to go like that. I'm just happy when people are enjoying the sounds that I've set up. It actually gives me a lot of pleasure. It sounds weird actually when I put it. When I use those words specifically, it sounds weird. It pleases me that people enjoy the train sound. That's less weird. Okay, so now we have a lot of copper ore entering in. We shouldn't have any gaps, but it almost looks like we do. This shouldn't be like a full belt. Or maybe it's just because it's still gearing up. The other side seems to be doing fine, so maybe it's just because it's gearing up. Actually, let's... I think that was fine. I think what we need to do... And that was actually fine as is. This needs to go in like that. Yeah, that's correct. Otherwise, this belt's also feeding that one. That's confusing. That shouldn't be happening. Alright, so now we've got two things that are very useful. One, we've got a train line that's working. That was actually the one thing we've got useful, but that's actually what the thing I was talking about. We only needed one thing that was useful right now. My god. So now what I want to do is I want to start building the defensive network. So start setting up choke points like along these sorts of lines and going from there. So what do I need for that? And the plan is I'm going to set up everything where I was thinking here because we already have a train there and we've got a large space. It does allow me to put things there. Of course, this isn't set up as part of the network yet, but we could set it up fairly easily. That's not too much of a problem. We'll get there. Jeez. Oops. Someone didn't account for the fact that when you do that, it goes a bit faster than you expect. Okay, so we don't have all the lines going properly just yet, but that's all right. So what I would like to do is set up a train network that... We need a cargo wagon. We actually want two trains for this, I just realized. Because we're wanting an oil train as well. Because that's going to be my fuel train for when bugs need to die by fire. Okay. So we need two locomotives, a cargo wagon, and a fluid wagon. Now we could probably, rather than try and do it that way, we could probably just pick that from here. Yeah, great. Okay, so we're going to have two trains set up here. One's going to be designated as the fueling train for the flamethrowers, which we will get soon. The other one is going to be designed for getting the other things in that we really need. So we are absolutely fine with oil right now, so that's nice to see. So the fuel train is probably the harder one. Oh, sorry, the fuel train is probably the easier one, rather. And that line will connect going upwards. Okay, so that's the way we want to be going. Yep. Okay. And we need to get rid of these rocks. Because I don't like them. Ah! No, wait. Get rid of the rocks. Don't get rid of... Guys. I know you're doing this now just to piss me off. They're not actually. It's me making mistakes. I know that. Okay. So we need 2 train stops. Do we have 2 train stops? Not yet. We're about to get them, though. The idea is there and there. We want 2 trains. This one. And that one. And that one. And, of course, that one. Now, both of them are going to need to be fueled. Thankfully, we have fuel. A little bit further away than I anticipated, but that's okay. Cool. That's going to fuel the trains. Now these trains are designed to be the ones that are going to feed the outposts when they need things. This one, of course, is going to be the one that gives it light oil, because light oil gives better stats to burning. Is always good to know. So drop, and this is going to be weapon train, weapon pick. It's called the weapon train, but it's a weapon pick. And as we get, I know, but notice we don't actually have any fuel coming. Okay, there we go. One meteor destroyed. Well, no meteors destroyed, rather. That's alright, it only hit the trains. The train network. Fine. Okay. So that fills that up with light oil. That's going to be good for later. Now, this train... hang on a moment. I wrote down what I needed. Back in a sec. Okay, so I wrote down... I was sitting on a train. No joke. And I was thinking about trains. This is why my wife worries about me. What did I write down? I've got so many little notes in here, and most of them aren't useful. Most of them are about D&D, actually. Fire elemental... No, we're not talking about fire elementals today. It's because it's not on in the book. I did it on my phone. My goodness. Alright. Here's a picture of me with a cat on my head. It's not a real cat, it's a toy cat. Okay, so we need walls, bots, roboports, turrets, poles, pipe, and underground pipe. Seems reasonable. So, what's easiest to get? Walls are probably the easiest to get. So let's start gathering walls. Now we might make this a bit of a sushi belt, honestly. So walls are sorted, bots are going to need to come from down here. Now the good news is bots, poles, come from here, so that's mostly pretty good. So this is why we're going to need to make it a bit of a sushi belt setup. Otherwise, I don't know how we're going to get everything up there. So, yonk. Or maybe we'll just build it like this for now and it'll be alright. Doesn't sound quite correct, but that's okay. I just want to get everything up there and then we'll figure out how to balance everything. The plan here is this point, we're going to go through here. Oh hey, a bot. What's up, bot? And I'm not really too fussed about the things I need to get rid of here. That's getting very loud. What's going on? Okay, yeah, that's... I guess the foundry is going a lot more than it used to, huh? Yeah, let's go sort that out real quick. That copper foundry, while it's going very well, I prefer not to lose anything over here. Because there could be some real damage done here. I don't think this produces any actual pollution. So I don't think they're going to go for that. Okay, back to it then. Okay. Neat. And we're going to want poles there as well, but for now, I don't really want them yet. So we'll just disconnect that for now. Okay, other things we need. We need roboports. Oh, we don't build roboports. Okay, well, we're about to build roboports. Advanced circuit, small electric motors. One day I'm going to regret saying, hey, I don't think I need small electric motors ever again. Anyway. Turns out all I ever need is small electric motors. Okay, so roboports. Good news is roboport kind of works pretty well right here. We have almost everything we need. We have steel, we have small electric motors. The only thing we don't have is concrete. And that's right there, because I'm a genius and bad planning. Some people say that you shouldn't ever be a genius in bad planning. I say you make enough shots at goal, you'll get it right eventually. I don't actually say that, but perhaps I should. Okay, so if we just connect that back into there, go, and like that. We turn it around and probably actually also make that go underground as well. Okay. Then, of course, we need to connect it to Sushi Belt, which is not actually going to be as difficult as you think it would be. Because if we connect it up through here, and that's the Sushi Belt there, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Nope, that's the one. Okay. Great. So, turrets. We need laser turrets. Poles, we've got pipes. Okay. And we do need to figure out flamethrower turrets at some point as well, but we will worry about that in a moment. So, laser turrets. Good news about laser turrets. They are not too far away from where everything else could be. So, let's connect that. And just put that out a little bit further away, gives us a bit more room to play with. Okay, and at that point we just need pipes, but now before I do anything else, I would like to get my circuitry completed for this. So what I would like this to do is read the train. What's going on? Oh, we're under attack? Unexpected. So if this is just a theory right now. If we go green into here, and we just read train contents. Do we need send to train? I don't think we need send to train. And then we put them in the train. Out of theory, we should see... Okay, so it is reading the train contents. Awesome. So at this point, what we need to do is get this connected. The plan is if we can get this connected through the train network, or through the train, it can look at the train and be like, ah, the train lacks things. Let's bring them in. That's the theory we're going with. Okay, and wow, we have a lot of stone on me right now. That's probably bad. Yeah, I know. Let's just fly. Ah, that disconnected that. Fun. Okay, so if we have... Actually, we'll do this as well. We'll do a chest. Because a chest would probably also help things a little bit. We'll go with a... Just a steel chest. I think passive provider, but... Okay. How many construction bots would a facility need? Let's just say 100. So... Enable if... Construction bots... They're not called that, are they? What are they called? They're called construction robots. Okay, is less than, say, 100. Let's say less than 50. That seems bad. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Fine for now, though. It's not less than 50 right now, so it's fine. Next, we're going to do this. That's going to do a very similar thing on that. There. And medium poles is less than 50 as well. Okay, so it's going to put out a little bit more than we really want it to, but that's okay. Next, we have roboports. Now this isn't connected to the network yet, so let's connect that to the network. I acknowledge that also means that could be causing us problems elsewhere. That's okay. roboports are less than 5. We don't need a lot of roboports. And we had another thing that we're building around here somewhere. Laser turrets, yes. And the laser turrets go into here. If laser turrets are less than, let's go 100 on this one. Because if you run out of laser turrets, it gets real dicey real quick. I'd prefer that never to happen for longer than a moment. Okay. Cool. Now walls are the next issue. Walls, I feel like we actually need a lot of those. Never have too many walls. And plus they do seem to get through the walls pretty quickly usually, so... Okay. Okay. Now, this one is of concrete walls. I mean, really is getting pretty obvious, isn't it? Less than, say, 500. Just keep pumping in walls. We need walls. That is a known fact. Character's in the way. Character, get out of the way. Repair packs. Need those too. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure repair packs around here. They are indeedly do. That also means that can be connected to that. If repair packs, less than 100, let's say. So now all we need is pipes and flamethrower turrets, but for now, we don't really have a system that's using those. That's probably fine. Well, we've discovered a new moon, Seren. Oh, okay. What's it a moon of? I hadn't even considered the fact that we were doing interstellar stuff for a while. It's the moon of Novus. Okay, cool. What can you tell us about this moon? It's got a lot of crude oil. Let's just look at the surface of the moon. Okay. Wonderful. I'm glad we got to see the moon. Okay. This is a moon? What is this? Forest moon of Endor over here? Okay. It looks a lot like Novus, honestly. The reference I want to make to Outer Wilds, but I'm not going to make it. Because I don't want to spoil that game for nobody, because it's the best game. Okay, so there's a moon. What can we what else can we see about this moon? Well, its main resource is oil. It's a very small moon. It's not that much smaller than Kamar, though. It's cool seas, thicket. Okay, well, that's fine. I was reading, but thank you. Increased damage of lasers, probably. That's probably a good idea. Anyway, what are we looking at? Cool seas, thicket, humid, earthy mountains. Oh, it has cryonite as well. Ew. Not much cryonite, and certainly nothing. I wouldn't go there for cryonite alone. Not a great planet. I mean, it's a moon. I don't know really what I'd expect from a moon. Here it is. Okay, so I have a funny feeling I might want to put the walls like here. Moons are just generally smaller planets. Well, I mean, it's probably true of planets in general, isn't it? expected a bit more from the moon, I'm sorry. Maybe that says a bit more about me than it says about the moon. Okay, I may have made this train. There may be too much trying to be put onto this train. Wall should have stopped. Okay. Maybe we should go stack inserters. So that should be all the walls except for the stuff that we've got extra. Once the earliest initialize, it should be easier. The first one's probably just the roughest. Because it's probably oversupplying a few things. That's okay. Probably definitely oversupplying repair packs. Like, definitely oversupplying those. Well, it's an oily planet, and I suppose it's an oily moon, and I really shouldn't turn down an oily moon when you get one, you know? They always say, don't turn an oily moon, don't look an oily moon in the mouth. That's what they say. I don't know why they say it, but it is what they say. Okay, so first plan. I think we need to actually... Oh, do we have radars on here? I don't think we put radars on here. Look, the first few are not going to be working that way anyway. It's fine. Passive provider chests. Yep, sure. I don't think there's room for radars right now anyway. There will be later, but not right now. Okay, so let's go into the navigation satellite real quick and see if we can find a place where there'd be... I reckon if we could sort of lock this off, that would be good. I have done a little bit of scouting ahead of time, I must be honest. I can lock off either here, because that's doable, Well, I've got the outpost right outside, so it's kind of irrelevant. That's also doable. Which is probably makes sense because I think they're attacking from around there. So actually here might be the best place. Okay. So now we've just got to build another lemon thing. Do we just ignore the oil network for now? Honestly don't know if we can just ignore it. So what is the plan here? Just build right down here? Yeah, I think we need to get that train on the... No, I don't think we need to get on the network. I think it's quite happy on its own thing, doing its own thing right now. We just need to make sure that it doesn't interfere. Like if we just put some signals there, it'll be fine. It's not ideal, I know, but it'll do the job. Have we run out of rails? We've run out of rails. Gosh darn it. Well, at least I don't seem to have lost any construction bots yet, so that's a new record. Now this bad boy is doing super work. Power's not a problem because the core mine is not really going full efficiency. Rails. We could always try and launch more things, but I don't think that's relevant right now. We do need more radars. That is way more radars than I think we needed. That's okay. Still need rails though, and I will remember that one day. The rails are up here. Got a few things in my trash that I really should dump at some point. 50 stones. You know what? 50 stones is easy to dump. I just need to go along here. Land. You gotta land first, otherwise you kind of veer off course pretty wildly. See, it's the fact they keep sneaking around there that makes me suspicious of them. Yeah, that's fine. Not great, but it'll do the job. Then we do a turn. I don't think we actually do a proper... We do still do the turn, but I don't think we complete this build from there. I keep wanting to open the book by pressing B, and that doesn't really help anything. Okay. And at this point, I stop the build. I'm going to have the train come out, because that is actually going to be the line there. Maybe not there. Maybe a little bit further along. Okay. We probably do need to put a defensive line down there somewhere at some point. No, we'll worry about that later. Let's get this side done. Now, what I'd like to do is where it gets probably a little bit tricky, but here is where also I planned this. So, what I want to do is I'm going to build this train. And which way is it going? I don't have enough of these. Wonderful. So that's the wrong way. Trains don't work that way. So it travels on the bottom. Okay, well, shoot. And we're going to need some land, because it's a bit swampy, this area. Still a bit swampy. I've immediately lost the land again. Okay, I don't know why I carry gun turrets. I don't bring ammo for them well, actually, I do bring ammo for them, but not for that reason. Reason's mostly due to laziness. Okay. So the plan here is we get a train stop. And then I'm going to go into my blueprint book because I planned something for this. Which was this. Now, the important part of this was actually to also have enough... Oh, one of those. Yeah, I know, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. So I need a combiner. I need a couple of these things, and I've got no electric circuits, so hopefully nothing attacks me while I'm gone. Just make sure I've got enough power, fuel while I fly over this lake. If I don't, it's going to be really awkward really quickly. Okay, so what do I need? I need an arithmetic combiner, I need some more stuff. I need a decided combiner, I need a constant combiner. I need some green cables, which I have. I'm going to need a roboport, which thankfully I should have those in this train. I'm under attack. Over here, that's fine. Hopefully some of these defenses stop that from happening. I do want some roboports. And I'm going to... do I have some gates? I do have 2 gates. Might need more than that. Do I have more stuff for more gates? I do. Fantastic. Love to see it. Now the idea is this side, where it's going in. Okay. And the other side is where it's going to go out from. That not cut power? It didn't for the strangest reason. Didn't because of the power actually is connected through a whole nother angle now. Connected through the train line. Really funny. Okay, and this is where it comes in from. So that being the case, in is that one. Okay. Very tidy, I know. But that'll connect that to the train network. The train network is tidy up until the point that it actually needs to connect to something. And you thought it was going to be a good train network. Fooled. Fooled again. Okay, that needs to be dealt with right now. I've got to stop hitting buttons randomly. I'm actually in danger. Okay, I probably left that a little too long. That's alright. Time to repair those walls, I think, and get some new lasers. Stand in the acid. It's always good. So I imagine that was over the course of quite a while before that happened. Ow, 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 acid. How's this iron base going? 1.6k remaining. Also... I don't think they've ever attacked from that direction before. And this guy's just attacking a tree. He's attacking a rock. Oi, rocks are my things to kill. Get out of here. You jerk. Oh, I hope I didn't start a forest fire. We'll see. Probably fine. If I did, I did. Gotta get rid of those trees. Freaking trees. Ain't never doing anything for me, those trees. I do always like making people angry by saying trees never did anything for me. Why should I care? Am I a bad person for upsetting people for that reason? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I just want to get this the first defense network done, and then I'm gonna probably, then I'll see how we're doing. I think I'll say call it quits, but I might not. I haven't decided. Okay, and just those last little bits. I gotta first hit every button on the keyboard to let the keyboard know that I mean business. And there is something on the network that is kind of expected, I suppose. But I kind of don't want something on the network like that. They are both blocking each other, which is interesting but not helpful. Okay. So now this is connected to that. So I want to call this train station Weapon Drop. And the idea of these trains is I'm going to look forward to when we no longer need to worry about that. So that's weapon pick. It goes until time past 60 seconds or inactivity for, say, 20 seconds. Then I wanted to go to weapon drop, which I can't actually reach yet, which we'll sort that out now. Because the rails aren't complete yet, but they'll get there. The important part of what we were doing here is what we were doing here. Nice, got it in one. Now, what I would like to do is get a roboport, which I know that I have them. Oh. And the idea is this, I want to output signals of, say, concrete wall, 50. Lasers, 30. Actually, we'll adjust that later. Repair packs, 50. Roboports, say 5, let's say 2. Construction bots, 50. Also want this be linked to this. I want to enable disable if anything is less than 0. Oh no. Anything is negative. Below 0. That was right. Okay. Okay, so let's just continue connecting this and then we should be fine. That seems bad. That seems like that's not going to hold. That seems really like it's not going to hold. In fact, it looks like it's not holding at all. It sounds pretty bad. My god. It's important to have your laser turrets fight one at a time. That way it's fair. Ow. Okay, I've seen better. I think I need to go get more laser turrets though. I'll get there in a second once I remember where my laser turrets are. They are here. All of them are right here in this empty box. We got a lot of stuff still in that box, huh? It's fine. I'm a little concerned actually, but it's fine. This defensive network plan may not be the best plan, but... well, I'm hoping at least it stops them attacking these outposts quite like this. And you destroyed the power lines. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your care and consideration. Both progress and civilization. Asteroid coming in. 2 shots fired. 2 meteors destroyed. Heck yeah. Good work, guys. Alright, so let's get back to work. Oh, hey. What are you guys up to? You're just hanging out in trees now, are you? Strange. I mean, I try not to judge, but I can't help it this time. Okay. So if we do a couple more of these, we should have power rigged up. That signal is not happy for some reason. Why is that signal not happy? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's in a slightly terrible place, that's why. Okay, it's happy now. I mean, signals, as happy as a signal can get, signals are known to be pretty unhappy beings. But there's only so much you can do about that. Okay. And that should allow the train to come by. No, except it doesn't want to yet. Okay, well... when it feels like it anyway. Still not coming through? Oh, probably because that bit there? No? That bit there. Probably because of the whole bit up the north that's completely been missed. That's probably a big hint. That'll do it. That'll break everything. Yeah! It's still not coming. Rude. Why not? You not like me? Is that the problem? Do I have to drive this train manually to figure out what's wrong with it? I may have to drive the train manually to figure out what's wrong with it. It's probably some signaling issue, though it usually is. Okay, train, what's your problem? Where are we at? Stop is disabled. Oh, so can you get there? No, you can't get there anyway. Okay, well, don't pretend that's the reason. Okay, so you can leave your station. That's cool. You get stuck there. Alright, well, let's go there and then let's figure it out. Is it the fact that it's doing the whole... Oh, is it the fact that it's around the wrong way? Is that what you don't like? That would actually make a lot of sense. Okay, so the train comes here. And then the idea is it requests a bunch of stuff. And if anything is less than 0 in here, we use red wire. Why not? We use red wire for everything else. Red wire here. So that should enable it. So then we go over that, go weapon drop, choo-choo. Minor problem, these trains do not turn around very well. I might need to sort that out. Scenic route. Okay. First thing I want to do is take out cargo. Problem with that is that's not where things are. That tree's in the wrong place. Okay. Okay, so need another red wire. Second one's easier building the first, so that's fine. Another red wire. So why is that not working? Because the combinator's not there. Where'd the combinator go? Not the combinator, the sorry. Oh, that was over there. Okay. Do that for now. Oh, can you? Okay. That's cool to know. That is cool to know. Okay. Satellite view. Andy, thank you for that. Something's under attack. It broke my train. Those bastards. Why would they do that? Poor innocent train cut down early in life. Oh, okay, that's even easier then. Okay, so that's super disappointing that they've done that to me. So that should get to a certain number of things and then move over to the next thing. And what I would actually like to do is be -2. Now, that is a problem that I've caused there. That is too many. So let's take that down to 20. Maybe just always keep it at -1 and if change it as you need to. Like walls, 50, like 100 walls is not going to be enough. Go 200 walls. Now we have to mind a problem that there are going to be some bugs inside my containment area, which is generally regarded as a bad move. Speaking of regarded as bad moves, this is not great. Ah, shit, shit! Screw your trees! If only I had a bunch of turrets that I could use here. The truth of the matter is I do, but I stuffed up. Okay, cool. So, what I'd like to do is grab some of these, grab some of those, and we're going to make a wall. Going to make a wall of hope. That was scary. So, we go like this. And we will come back later with flamethrowers, of course. This. Now the plan is... guys? Guys? Okay, well now we know how much we need of those. Then... we will also actually do double walls, because double walls are pretty good. I think we double space this, like... that. And then we put a construction roboport here. And of course we power them. Okay. So what actually we want to do is have this roboport right here. And we want to have an inserter here with another wire looking at this. That red wire was wrong, but it's okay. And we want to read robot statistics. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Doesn't even need to be connected to the wire, it can just be connected to the logistics network. Enable if y is, sorry, t is less than 50. Okay, and clearly we're going to need a storage chest just while doing this. Okay. Then, actually no, then it's the whole thing except that. I've destroyed a bunch of trees with fire. That's concerning because I wasn't actually doing that currently. So that's only a bad sign. Land, fly, place. It appears that my oil train has gotten stuck as well. That's concerning. This is doing slightly better than the last time I saw it, but still could be doing way better. And it looks like you guys having problems, but this should be controlled by the whole bot network. Like, this is what the bot network's supposed to be doing. You do have power poles, right? You don't have power poles. Okay, well, you're gonna need those. Guys. Maybe like 50 of those. Okay, that's probably why we're having a bit of problems there. The point is, this line of defense, it's built aside from the things that are currently inside the base. Guys, come on now. Can you not see we're trying to build our home? Can't just come into someone's home and kill us. I mean, okay, my wife has said that's debatable, but I'm not debating it. They came to my home trying to kill us, and I'm not okay with that. Get out. I don't care that I started it. It's not the point. Okay, well, they're still trying to come in and kill us. That's not nice. Oh my goodness. They are not joking. Okay, so maybe I need to help them build that wall, because this is not going well. Oh, Bill. One day that wall is gonna fall. No, that wall shouldn't fall. Not what that song's about. I don't know any more lyrics to that song, but I do like the song. Okay. Excuse me. Rude. Okay, that bot's just trying to repair it because someone set on fire. I don't know who would do such a thing, but boy, if I find out who did it. Okay, and it turns out these things do not mesh well because they are not designed to link with each other. Slight problem in design there. Also, because of the swampy nature of the swamp, we have minor problems that things got jammed. That's cool. But it should be a defensive wall that should hold for a little while, hopefully. I mean, that should actually push them away from my base and give me a lot more space to work with, especially if I get this part built up. If I build this wall up as well, then I get this huge space to work with. Now, speaking of spaces to work with, they bloody bastards broke my train. I just remembered that. So I better go fix my train. Hopefully I didn't lose too much copper when they did it. I feel like I may have made a mistake with this because I think it'll always, like as soon as one goes down, it's going to be like, oh, I need to go replenish that. So I might need to figure out a way to do that better. That's not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm glad you guys found a use for it. This is where I needed to be. Okay, well. Oh, what are you? Is trying to destroy a train not worth it anymore? Rude. Very angry at the biters today. What happens when you start fighting the biters? Sometimes the biters fight back. Oh, look. Gosh, how many of these defenses will I need to make? That's the real question. Problem is that one's right on the wall. I was told don't put them on the wall, and I said it'll be fine. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're like, they damage through the walls. I'm like, I probably don't. I'm joking, of course. I totally acknowledged it. I just said it's fine. Anyway, how's that going for me now? Not great. Or inactivity for 5 seconds. Okay. So that's probably going to need to go pick up some more stuff. Oh, we've got 2 trains on the... Oh, what are you worried about? Are they really attacking my train track? Is that what we've been reduced to? Yes, but also I think we ran over some biters, so yeah, you win some, you lose some. Just chucking things in the train, seeing what happens. Alright, well, look, we've got some defenses going on. They're being built as we get around to it. Copper is slow right now, but it'll speed up in a moment. Because this train's going backwards and forwards again. And that'll help. A lot of this mine is now depleted, so yikes. Look at that little guy. And we're out of fuel. I'm just wondering, is it faster to go and get more fuel, or is it faster to walk over there? Probably faster to get more fuel, which is why I'm going this way. A lot of defensive issues today. I'm feeling very defensive today, okay? Like, if anyone said anything, I'd be like, how could you say that? Yeah, it's just who I am right now. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to increase productivity, we need to increase speed, we need to start thinking about getting into space. Those are all things we need to do. So getting into space, what will that require? Well, actually, one thing I know it's going to require, and one thing I can do about it now... Wait, is my oil train still stuck? Yes. Probably should figure out why that's stuck. Also, we're under attack. The city of Townsville is under attack! It's still my favorite opening of Powerpuff Girls, and I don't care what anyone says. Well, at the very least, the walls held them for a little while. Not long, though. Or rather, not long enough. So why do we not have power on this thing? Oh, because we just don't. Hey, Solburn, how you doing? Is that all it came here for? Yeah, see, this is my worry. I was worried this train would come here for things it didn't really need. Actually... Like, the train just came here and just went, yeah, that's good enough. So I might need to work on that outside of the stream just to get that all working properly. Look, I'm trying to build defenses. It's not going great, but I did burn down trees. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, sure. So we built out to the copper out here. We're trying to defend this wall here. We have found a moon. The moon doesn't actually look particularly great, but we found it, and I guess that's exciting in its own way. As they say, a moon is its own reward. They do say that quite often, in fact. And yeah, I'm hoping that if I can defend this line, it should mean, one, that we've got more room to build, and two, that hopefully... I'm not sure what the hopefully is. Hopefully can stop worrying about alien attacks. Don't know if that second part's true, but sure hope the first part is. Now, I don't like that that's active. It shouldn't be active. It's not really needing anything. I say if anything is... I really want to care if this box doesn't have something in it. Maybe I need to have like another combiner. Putting the signal over here. That probably would be a better idea, and that sort of works as a latch type system in some ways. I mean, it's fine for the moment, but later on it's going to be a problem. Well, the important thing is this defensive line should hold once it gets the turrets. The top is wide open, yes. I figured they wouldn't be... I was like, I figured they wouldn't be smart enough to get in there, and I'm like, why would I say that? That seems like the worst plan. Enough to set the threshold higher. You know what? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, if it's less than, say, -50? No, because the problem is it's still going to be active because it doesn't want as many robo stations. Yeah, see, that's probably a better way to do it. The combiner does that for halves. Okay, so we'll do that. I think 0 was still correct, but we want to do it with a constant combiner and an arithmetic combiner. I don't know how to spell arithmetic. And then a decider? No, the thing itself is the decider. So we go... yeah. We go yeah. Now, this is more or less the same as this. This is more or less the same as this. But here's where it gets different, probably. I'm not standing on... oh yeah, that's fair. Sometimes I do stand on the rail. Okay. So that, I want it to be that, but this one I want it to be like half of everything. So 15, 25, 0. One maybe. 25, 10. Might actually up that to 4, up that to 30. Okay. And then some lights here. And then we'll cut that red signal. Thank you. I have received almonds. It is the real prize of the day. Okay. So now, in theory, we'll still connect this to that. I guess it didn't want to be here after all, huh? I guess that's good, because it doesn't need to be here. Okay, that's good. I think we're all right. Now the bots are still building that up. We are under attack at the copper base. We're going to need more of these. The bots are still doing a good job. This for some... oh, I see why it didn't connect. Actually, wait, no, it didn't connect because that's not there. Never mind. So if we look at the logistics network, it should all be like more or less connected. Yes, probably don't need to do that. And they're beginning to not be happy about this copper mine. That's fair. Okay, so there was problems with this base defense for many reasons. I'm okay with it having the repair things in the roboports, because I figured if they've got repair packs in the roboports, then when they launch, they'll take the repair packs with them. If they don't have them, they'll go get them. So that's fine. I think that's all right. So at this point, I think this base is more or less protected. So now this bad boy hasn't been getting its oil. Oh, I see what the problem was. Is that. Okay, let's hop in. Yeah! Going for a train ride. I think oil might be in a bad state right now because it's been shut off for a while. Yeah, it's pretty bad. If I take a guess, petroleum's down to nothing. Petroleum's down to nothing. It's alright, it'll fix itself now. Now the next defense probably needs to be down there, honestly, because... Holy shit! Maybe we do need to think about getting flamethrower turrets. Because holy shit, that was scary. Is that... Did they set up a base? They must have scouted a base. Interesting. I scouted a couple of bases, in fact. Yikes. Look at you guys trying to encroach on my territory. Oh no, 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 don't kill my constructor bots. I know they're lazy, but they don't deserve to die. Okay. Right. So I'd love to get a thing there, but then I'd be a little bit concerned, like, would I have to build a defensive work along there? I would also think I need to get my trains to be able to travel up and down the side of the base. So for that, I would need a lot of things. Do we not feel like repairing? This is not something we do anymore. I've got all my construction bots. I don't know why they're not repairing. I don't want to call them lazy. They hate it. But I might call them lazy. Because they're very much in risk of that. Okay, but the important thing... Oh, sure, you come out just as I'm leaving. You rat bags. You absolute rat bags. Just, fine, whatever. Walt is tiring. I respect that. They're just like, we don't want to do it today. Can we like repair walls tomorrow or something? Like, guys, this is literally your only job on the base. And they're like, but I don't wanna. And usually I'd be like, all right, fine then. But a little bit, I wish they would get their jobs done. You know, we've all got work to do. I do not need that many medium poles in there. I'll take them for myself. Like, I'll have a use for them. Don't you worry about that. That train... Oil pick, both stops are disabled. Okay, so... We just don't have enough oil right now. Probably a bit of a shame. Okay, one thing I would like to do while I'm thinking about the oil is I would like to connect the light oil to my satellite station. While I don't need the satellite station right now, because I'm still probably a lot further from space than I thought I was, it would be nice to just really know what the hell I'm doing when I get out there. I mean, even when I get into space, I've still got plenty to do before I even start. Like, I got plenty to do in orbit before I even go out. I still need to get basic research done before venturing out into the space. Space. Want to go to space. I thought I was way closer to space, but I am wrong. That's okay. You're allowed to be wrong on these sorts of things. I literally can't stop being wrong. I tried. Turns out I was wrong. Okay, so... That means this area shouldn't be attacked anymore. I'll defend it. I don't trust my bots to do anything, honestly. They're very lazy. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Do you really... The bots want me to jump before they'll build. It's like, I don't want to build. Jump. Okay, we'll build. I think because when you fly, it resets like a lot of the logistics things. I think that's what's happening. Make sure I'm not running out of fuel while I pick the bots up over the lake. Okay, let's check this area and then we'll move on. The last one just doesn't have power. But it's looking pretty good. There might be holes in the defenses, but for now, I'm pretty happy with that. So, the next defense I want to build is on the south line. Now, I do want flamethrower turrets for that, which is a problem in itself, because then that's one more thing that I want to have on the system, and which I just don't have design for. And we're going to do like a very, very narrow line. I do not have enough. I mean, I can see right now I do not have enough landfill for this. 4 entities are destroyed. They are getting through, are they? Sort of. I mean, the only thing I could suggest is maybe some more guns. Because more guns seems to be the solution. I shouldn't say bots are lazy, because that's how the robotic revolution starts, and I know that. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bad bot dad. Okay. Now, the good news is we have more... Plastics is a bit short right now, but that's to be expected. We should be getting a little bit more rocket fuel coming in. And... we have a train that's completely out of fuel because I actually had no way of fueling it. It's okay, it's only copper, one of the most important resources in the game. Okay. As long as the bugs don't get them. Look, okay, you know what? I'll allow bot sympathizers. I respect that. If there's any bug sympathizers, I want to know. Okay? Because... Ow! I was standing in front of my own train. Pan-sympathetic. Does that mean sympathetic to all life, or I don't know. Sorry, I don't quite understand pan. I try, but I don't understand it. If you could give me an explanation, like a definition, I would appreciate that, because I am ignorant as heck. Sympathetic to bugs, to bots, sympathetic to everything. Okay, I respect that. Well, no, actually, no, I don't respect that. I don't respect sympathy to. You know, Solburn, that's the obvious joke, and I'm like, I try to avoid that one. Oh, well, yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so my research is coming along reasonably slowly, but it's coming along. What I would like to do, I think, is probably up my productivities. Blue is actually going well. Okay, you know what? Maybe we do think about space. No, before we think about space, we should think about flamethrower turrets. Flamethrower turrets. So flamethrower turrets, the big old engines that they like, it's going to be down here. So we're going to build them down here. We are under attack. I expect that, because it's pretty normal, honestly. Iron gear wheels, big old engines, pipes, steel. Okay, some of those things are easier to get than others in the spaghetti town. And some of them are a little bit more complicated. I could just not spaghetti as hard as I am, but you know what they say, never forgetty the spaghetti. I'm sorry that I said that aloud. I'm really sorry. You didn't deserve that. You did nothing to deserve that. Okay, we want pipes as well. Sorry, I'm still laughing. I said never forget you the spaghetti. Uh, I kind of hate myself a little bit for saying that, but also I'm very proud of myself. So, you know. Clearly I can't be trusted here. And steel. Steel might be a little bit more of a trick. Not that much more of a trick though, because it's right there. It's kind of funny, I actually already split it kind of in the exact same way. Here's a trick that I did earlier, and now I'm just going to repeat the exact same trick. I'd be the worst stage magician. I'd be like, okay, I pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and for my next trick, I shall pull a rabbit out of a hat. But first, I must put the rabbit back in the hat to pull... And everyone just watches me put the rabbit in the hat the second time, and they're just like, well, I mean, he just gave away how the trick was done. And now he's going to pull the same rabbit. And the rabbit's not having any of it, of course. I am like, I am Seif the Magnificent. And everyone's like, I didn't pay for this show. I don't want this. And I'm like, Murr. Anyway. That's why I'm no longer allowed as a stage magician. Pull a rabbi from the hat. I did that once and he was all oy vey at me and I thought, well, okay. Don't know if that's racist, but okay. Sorry. That's something I said aloud. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a couple more things on. And we're going to, of course... That would be magic. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but all I know about rabbis and magic is what The Simpsons taught me. The rabbis not like magic? Or is that just Krusty's dad not liking magic? I don't know. I mean, I know like some Christian, like hardcore Christian groups don't like magic because they believe it's the work of the devil. They're crazy, let's be honest though. They are actually crazy people in that case because everyone loves magic. But, you know. And how do you not like magic? But they're like, oh, Harry Potter is evil because it's witchcraft. And it's like, it's not witchcraft. I mean, a child is reading something. Like, be happy that a child is reading. They're like, no, it's witches. Okay, I think the only real witch here is you. Puritanism is one hell of a drug. I mean, I say this as someone with a Christian upbringing. I never had anyone doing the whole, like, you know, Harry Potter is the devil, which is nice. I'm glad I never had that. But, yeah, just, I've never really dealt with too many people that are, like, really hardcore to the scary level. Like, I'm fine with people being like, yeah, religion's fine. Like, no problem. But when they're like, you must do X, Y, Z because religion is like, maybe you should shut up. Yeah. Alright, so there comes all my flame turrets, which are going to be useful. I don't remember if I thanked you for following Peasant SI or Standard Instrument, but hey, thanks for following if I didn't. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with both of you on that one. Okay, so now that we've got a little bit of breathing, we'd have more breathing room if we set up another line of turrets. Maybe that's what we need to do next. Another radar would probably be good too. Okay. I mean, yeah, people believe what they want to believe. Like, if you're not hurting anyone, just go for it, you know? I got no problems with it. I mean, admittedly, I do have like a little bit of a about it when people are like, "Hail Satan!" I'm like, nope, I'm not comfortable with that one. Sorry. Like, you're deliberately saying something that kind of goes against everything I've been taught for too much of my life. But beyond that, say do what you want. That being said, I will play Heroes of Might and Magic and play the demons, no worries. Video game demons are not a problem. I just, I have my limits. I don't think, but if people want to say it, that's fine. It just makes me uncomfortable. That's all. Okay. So then we gotta tear all this down, I suppose. Okay. That's a long wall, but it does give us a huge amount of building room, which we can use for our core miners, which is the plan. How far am I in? I am... That's a fantastic question. I am 22 hours in at the moment. It's... So far, I haven't really gone too far into space. I've just looked at it. It's up there. Like, if I hit this button, I can see space. And I like this planet. This planet looks awesome, but I'm scared of it. Also, we're under attack. Right now, most of everything I'm doing is almost the same as base games. Like, a few differences in the way things are built, but more or less it's the same. I think once I actually launch like a proper rocket, I think then the game becomes a little bit more, I don't want to say interesting, the game's already heckin' interesting, but the game stops being a little bit more base Factoria and starts being like, oh, okay, we're getting Silly Town now. Personally, though, I love Silly Town. You can't finish a C-block run without embracing a bit of Silly Town. A bit of Silly Town. Silly Town is where I lived for like half a year. So, my wife has declared that I am Silly Town. She's very nice to me. Okay, so should have probably grabbed some flamethrower turrets. She has cuter pet names, I'll be honest. This is a new one, to be honest. She typically likes to just shout at things from the living room or wherever she happens to be hearing me from. And that's totally cool. Alright. Walls are a problem, and they are becoming increasingly a big deal. So we need to go get flamethrowers, we need to go get pipes, we need to jump to make things repair. It's like that bit in Portal 2, where at the very start where Wheatley's like, oh, you may have suffered some brain damage. Can you try speaking? Or try jumping and you jump. Try speaking, it's the jump. Can you jump again? He's like, nope, that was jumping again. Try speaking, you jump again. He's like, nope, you might have suffered brain damage. Which, was a good time. Portal 2 was a good game. Okay, how are we going with the satellite? The probe launcher. Probe launcher, still preparing probes. Cool. Delivery cannon. Yeah, we do want one of those at some point. Oh, really? If you can get over it, it's a fantastic series. But, you do you, I suppose. And that's not like a dismissive you do you. I don't care what you say. It's just, I thought, I mean, generally people like Portal is a fantastic game, and I'm sure you've not missed that discourse, but yeah, I liked it a lot. Not a unique opinion, of course, like a lot of people did, but I would love another Portal game. Of course, I don't know if it would... I don't know if it would be the same. I mean, what are you going to do? Just go into Aperture Science again? No, I suppose it's not. I'm going to put the uranium over here with the centrifuge. The centrifuge is centrifuge! Sorry, I said that aloud. I mean, no offense, but it's been years already. Ow, 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 ow. It's been years already. Like, there's no better time to try them. No, I have not, actually. I have not tried any Portal fan games. Portal 2 was good. I just felt like some of the puzzles were a little bit... like, try and find the weird colored, tile. The weird colored tile is your answer. And I was like, well, okay. Yeah, you're not kidding. That's an old one. That is one heck of an old game. Good on you, though. I hope you get to it. I barely played the Nintendo 64. I didn't own one as a child. Like my first home console was a PlayStation 1, like the PS1. But it was like I'd been playing games for years and years and years. It was just the first home console I had. Like everything else I was playing was PC or Commodore game, like Commodore or Amiga. So that's where I was playing games. So, and my family was a little bit like, consoles, they suck. Like they were doing console wars before the console wars was cool. The consoles, I mean, really, come on, what are they? They're just cheap things. PCs, and you know, that's where it is at. And I mean, they're not wrong. Like, they were heckin' cool systems. Just... okay. I see a problem, guys. But every now and then I think I should, like, get an emulator. Like, I even bought a joystick, like, no joke. I bought a old school... where's it go? Like, joystick that they use for the Amigas and Commodores. It was like all USB. I had to import it from like Germany. And I've barely used it. Like I bought it a year ago. It's super clicky. I don't know if you can hear it. My power system, mostly running off uranium. I know, but they're fine. Like this is my power. I am producing way more power than I need, even with the core miner going. So I'm okay with that. I did have a bit of a problem, but it's been resolved now. Yeah, it's super heckin' clicky. It's a little bit too clicky, actually. Like, I have to put a little bit too much force on it. But, I mean, it does the job. I just haven't got around to playing anything on it. Like, I got it. I played Speedball 2 on it, which is, of course, the best sports game that ever got made. And then I just didn't play anything after that. I was like, I'm going to play Might and Magic 2. And I was like, but wait, I don't need the joystick for that. It's like that's a keyboard-orientated game. What do I need the joystick for? I'm like, I don't know. Hell freaking yes! Brutal Deluxe Forever. I couldn't agree more. Such a good game. So you understand. You get it. Ah. Good to find a man of class over here. Apologies if you're not male, of course. I just said that generally, but I'm going to back away from this because it's getting awkward the longer I continue this one. But anyway. Yeah. Speedball 2. Heckin' great game. Speedball 1. Not as good. I mean, hardly anyone would be surprised by that fact, but yeah. Speedball 1 is a game. Flamethrower turrets, we want some of those. So this time we're going to do this, and we're going to do it that it works. I know, right? It's going to be a bold new strategy. So we've cut into a swath of land here. Now the plan is... Oh, heck yes! They made it on the Game Boy original? Amazing! I didn't even know that. That's so cool. Okay, the bots won't move until you jump. We already knew that. That's how the bots are. Okay. We need a roboport. We can steal a roboport from over here. But yeah, it was... Okay, if I had to go to the second best future sports game, because look, I'm here now talking about future sports games. The second best one is Death Row, which was on the original Xbox. People 2? Heck yes! A lot of people know some good games today. Death Row was also a fantastic game. It was on the original Xbox. It was a game, again, with future sports, you must have like a rule that, you know, you can win by injuring everyone. It's like just a rule that you must have. They've destroyed a train. I don't even know what train got destroyed. Hopefully it's obvious when I look at the train. Sure as shit hope it was the copper train. Okay. Look, this is why we're building this wall right now. Oh, we've discovered a new moon. SeiferKatt. Oh, let's have a look at SeiferKatt. SeiferKatt? It is a iron-rich planet. Wow, it is iron-rich. Has its beta meteors. What? I don't want this planet. Don't want it. I'm not even going to look at the rest of that. I don't want to know anymore. I was so happy. Why did they do that to me? Okay, let's look at the surface. It's purple and blue. I shouldn't have. I hit the wrong button. Marshmallow mangrove trees. It's got this stuff. Wow, that is some thick iron. 12 million iron. I'm not seeing any biters yet, so maybe I want to actually look at that planet again. Yeah. Do we see any biters? A real question. But otherwise, you only go. Yeah, I know. You can trim it though. Okay, I don't like that planet as much as my volcano planet. I'm not in a hurry to go there, let me tell you. Okay. So I'm going to just do this, get these defenses up, and then I call it for the night. Yep, exactly, you can. So, beta meteors. No, I don't want any of that, thank you, sir. Okay. I have never not wanted something as much as beta meteors. Like, what did I do to deserve that? Nothing. Anyway, my plan here is I'm just going to get these turrets up. Like, yes, they're not going to be operational yet, and I'm aware of that, but more the point is I just want to get the basics of the layout done. And then I can call it. Excuse me. I shouldn't eat almonds while streaming, I apologize. They do make me cough because little shards of almond get stuck in my throat. It scares the shit out of my wife every time I do it. And yet she gives me almonds anyway. Okay, I've been told I don't know how to eat almonds. I mean, I thought chewing them was the right answer, but clearly not. Maybe I shouldn't swallow the almonds. Yeah, that's probably the problem. I should spit, not swallow, right? It's a dodgy joke. She realizes. Aha. Okay. Bring that up to the middle one, I think. Quite know what's going on here. Okay. Then we got to power everything. That's, of course, an important issue. But if we go laser, 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 laser? Yeah. Now, of course, the trees are going to... The train line's going to cause a problem with that one. But I'm not too fussed. The whole idea here is... This is just the first operation of getting this sorted. Okay, and then from there, we will bring in other resources that are required, and it'll be good. And then after that, we shouldn't be attacked here. Unless, of course, they come from up here, in which case we've got other problems. But I think right now what we're going to be doing is just setting up the defenses before we start really trying to get into space properly. Because otherwise, we could end up in a problem. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am done for today. So if you've enjoyed today and you're not currently following, I would appreciate it so much if you'd give a follow. I think that is just, I would be honored that if you would consider watching the stream once again. Uh, if you... Oh, thank you. I am done for today. Uh, if you are interested to contact me outside of this stream, you can find me on Discord. The link is below. And you can click on that. You can also view old old episodes of this on YouTube. So if you miss one, don't worry, I got you sorted. These are uploaded on YouTube within about 24 hours or so. I do stream typically 3 times a week. Thursday, today, Saturday, and Monday. And so that's where I usually stream. It's always around this time. I've gone a little bit later today because I was having fun and I lost track of time. Usually it's about 3 hours. That's usually where I go for. If you would like to support the channel, you can, of course, subscribe. Do not feel like you have to, but if you would like to support me that way, I would appreciate it. If you've got an Amazon Prime that you haven't given to one of your other favorite streamers, I would also appreciate that. But again, do not feel like you have to. I will continue playing Factorio regardless. It's up to you entirely. What else? I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm done for today. So thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care, everyone. That was a... Ooh, I don't... A wide one does not seem good. Gotta... Bye. Gotta get better on those closes.